The business of running a business. Brett's mother had to come call him 3 times before he was actually awake enough to get up and get dressed. He brushed his teeth with half-open eyes and tried to make his hair behave. When he entered the kitchen, his mother offered him some toast, which was now cold. He ate 1 slice with some coffee, and then they were off to open the store. Brett hated the store since childhood. It was a complete overload to the senses, and he always preferred calm, orderly surroundings. His parents sold anything and everything, and shelves were stacked floor to ceiling. Bargain bins lined the aisles, and even the checkout counter was stuffed full of boxes with smaller items people might decide to buy last minute. He could never understand how they knew what stock they had, how much things cost, or even if the place was profitable. His mother called him over to come stand next to her behind the checkout counter.
You remember how to use the register?
Yes, Ma.
And no discounts. They will always try. People always want everything for free.
Yes, Ma.
When new things come, you check it carefully. Count all of it before you sign, and then you put the delivery note in this book.
Yes, Ma.
And when the money in the till is too much, you take some out. Put it in this bag under the statue. Nobody will know it's there. You bring the bag home every night.
Yes, Ma. With that, she took her handbag and left to catch a bus back home. Brett looked around and sighed. It's gonna be a long day. He sat down on the round stool behind the register, and then suddenly remembered something. He didn't check with his mother where the boxes were that he shipped in advance. Even if he wasn't part of any orchestra now, he still needs to practice, and he can imagine how out of tune his violin must be by now. He will have to ask when he gets home tonight, as they were not in his bedroom as he expected. At around 11 a.m., the shop started to get really busy. At one point, Brett had a queue of 20 people waiting to check out. He was fumbling with a register and counting out change, as his parents didn't trust in card payments. This made every transaction slower, and some customers became quite rude for having to wait in line so long. At 3 p.m., things calmed down. Brett picked up his phone to see where he can get some lunch nearby. He notices a new message from Eddie, sent a while ago. He wasn't really busy now, but he was starving, and he didn't know when the next rush would happen. He called a place a few shops away after consulting Uncle Google. He ordered a burger and chips, and a strawberry milkshake. Just as he finished the call, a customer stepped up to pay for their goods.
"This one, how much?"
the customer asked, holding up a pencil case with Naruto printed on it.
"7.
Brett replied.
"I give you 5. I wanted a Hulk, but you didn't have, so now I take this yellow guy."
Brett was not impressed. Who doesn't know about Naruto?
"It's 7. If it's not what you want, then don't buy it."
The customer glared at him, pulled some money from his pocket, paid, and glared once more before taking his change and leaving. Brett knew he ordered too much for lunch as he could finish half of it. He felt so full, and the lack of sleep made it very difficult to get through the last few hours. He couldn't keep his eyes open. If it wasn't so busy, he would probably fall asleep right there at the counter. At 5 p.m., he turned the open sign around so it shows closed, and he locked the front door. He lowered the steel shutters in front of the windows, then proceeds to empty the register. He dumps everything in the bag his parents kept under a statue next to the counter. He dumped money in there a few times during the day, and it was quite heavy due to all the coins. It probably wasn't safe to carry it on the bus like that, he thought to himself. He looked around for a while, and then decided to use one of the backpacks they have for sale. He removed the tag, put the bag inside, and then locked the door and security gate before walking off to the nearest bus stop.